had a charm in the story, very original. And I like the intro of the highway driving with the almost retro style 80s music behind it. I like that a lot. As the dream is revealed, it's a surprise to me. There were good visuals overhead of the young female driving her scooter through the park and the cityscape. It really made me want to know this character more. Like this story a lot. The end song sings of author of my dreams with the subtitling. You can see that. And I just thought that's a terrific start to a story that could be very, very interesting.
I loved the costume changes for when they were in the dream versus when they weren't. They were just so ridiculous. I was trying to figure out, before we knew it was a dream, I was trying to figure out where they were coming from and what they were doing in all of these strange costumes. I loved the twist that they were in a dream. That's sort of something I didn't even expect. So I enjoyed that aspect. This film was very funny. They did a great job with their comedic timing. And the acting as well was really well done in this film.
What I thought was interesting in this was when it reveals that it's all a dream, we sort of see this whole night playing out again in reality. But the same but slightly different, so that it really makes it clear, like, oh yeah, that wasn't reality. This is reality. Which I thought was an interesting touch and choice. The camera does a really cool drone shot at the end, or crane shot at the end, that makes it seem as if she did a jump at the end. It almost gives you the point of view of what she would have seen if she had jumped. But she didn't, obviously. It was a dream. Even her prepping for the whole idea of this jump. And, you really start to think about the dynamic of this relationship, which I think is interesting, even right before she's prepping for the jump, how, just things he says triggers her to actually want to move. And it's just interesting because our dreams a lot of times are subconsciously telling us things that we want in our reality, and how do we bring what we are dreaming about into our reality is one of the things that I took away from this.
I love the witty banter between the characters. The performers were excellent and were obviously having fun. Effective nighttime shots and lovely drone footage of the city. I also enjoyed the synth-like music and the upbeat vocals at the end to keep the film light. The wardrobe pieces were effective elements of the film, from funny character costumes to more upscale wear. The writing was clever in that the characters experience alternate storylines.
I love the footage in the opening sequence. It definitely makes us feel as if we're behind the driver's wheel or driver's side of the vehicle, and really captures how interesting the road is. A really interesting interaction between the characters, and an interesting way that the story unfolds. Even though it's hypothetical, I think it does a great job of visually showcasing the driving landscape and the characters and the silliness of the certain situations in a way that captures our attention with the conflict that the different characters face and the choices that they make. Definitely an interesting visual exploration.
I like how there is a mix of dream and reality in this short. We think that the main character is going to do the jump, but we are placed into reality when she wakes up. What is cool about this is that there is a lot of room to play around with the editing and take the audience on a journey between reality and a dream. I like the end shot, that the jump was done in the dream state and it's done on a drone shot. This is great because it's like a reward for the audience in the end, and I think that a drone shot is one of the mechanisms that you can use to really convey the dreamlike state.
I think this is about her showing that women are equal or better than men. We see a kind of woman going out of her way to chauffeur for two of her drunk men. It might just be a mindless comedy too. I like how one of the men are kinder and more respectful than the other, contrasting to the two stereotypes of men. I enjoy the cinematography the most for this. We have a lot of wide shots of the land, and they even use a drone in the last couple of shots.